Hello everyone, this is Teen Darjan here and welcome to a brand new video. Whenever you're gardening and you're like chopping your herb, it's so loud, use Ctrl V to turn off the sound. Once you're done, you can use Ctrl V to turn the sound back on, and you can think of it as V for voice or sound, and you're turning on and off the voice or the sound of the game. Now that I've memorized Ctrl V, I never use the escape and then sound volume icon unless I'm trying to adjust the slider of the sound effects. Whenever you're pet training and your quest arrow gets in the way when you're trying to skip the game, use Ctrl T to turn it off. The reason why it's Ctrl T is because the arrow is actually called a tracker, so quest tracker and tracker for T. Z is whenever you want to take a screenshot. To find the picture, use Ctrl Z and then it will show you where it's saved in your computer folder. This feature is also useful when you're doing the Simbad Gauntlet to farm the rock mount, which gives an additional 3 pips, and you use it to see if the boss is there because it doesn't spawn every time. You can also use Ctrl G to turn off the icons, and that will be useful if you want to record B-roll footage. So scroll inwards, move backwards, hold the left click, and then when you run, it looks kind of cinematic. If you have numlocks with the keypad on your keyboard, you can use that to auto run, and I wish someone told me that instead of Ctrl R, because sometimes Ctrl R doesn't register every time when you're trying to quest onto accounts. But if you're finding this video helpful so far, please click the like button and that helps me out a lot. Thank you! To speedfish and skip the fish animation, use the crown shop icon when you see the fish emerging from the water. Then click spacebar because sometimes you get stuck on the fish preview, then exit out of the crown shop using your mouse. So here is what that looks like in action. If you need to get to a certain fishing rank, so for example rank 6 to buy the reset pond spell, level up quickly in the schoolhouses because you know what fish there are in the pond. Say if you're fishing in the firehouse, almost all of the fish will be fire, so you don't need to use the reveal fish spell. To find a specific house you're looking for in the housing tours, you can click the castle icon to sort the house alphabetically. So that will be useful if you're trying to find the Arrow Village house. I know that house disappears a lot in the different categories, and you use Arrow Village to craft mega snacks. If you're in another world and want to go back to Wizard City, click on the crown shop, then the daily assignments, and it will teleport you to Ravenwood. So that is faster than using the DOMs because it saves you from watching the loading screen twice. If you're too lazy to go to the Pet Pavilion or the Bazaar, find someone in the Socials tab to teleport to. This feature is also useful if you're lost in a world and you need to find an area that you don't know where it is. Just go to the Socials tab and see if someone is in that area that you're looking for. If you're farming a dungeon, for example the rooftop in Marleybone for wooden keys, you go back to the start of the sigil by exiting out to your character menu and then logging back in. If you have mega snacks but ran out of energy to train a pet, transfer it over to a low level character and ask someone to speed level you up in Nastron. Nastron is good because it levels you up 4 times, so once you level up once in the dungeon, go back to the Pet Pavilion, train your pet, then TP back to that friend and continue the dungeon. You'll level up 4 times, and once that 4 times is up, you can also do the dungeon another time and you'll get that XP. But anything further than that, you won't get any more XP, so then you have to find a new instance dungeon using Compass's speed leveling tutorial. If you want to see more of this beautiful face, follow me on Twitch even if I'm offline because it will tell you whenever I go live. And if you want to watch more Wizard101 tutorials, click on the playlist in the outro.